what's up, guys?
Hey, everybody.
So, we got a treat for you. We're going to give you 6 steps. 6. That many steps. Fix your face. On how to transition to a plant-based diet / vegan diet. We're going to make it really easy, short, and simple. 6 steps. We're going to jump right into it. So, step number 1 will be the method. The method on how to do it. The method that I happened to choose was I did a strip down method where I went from pescatarian to vegetarian to actual vegan diet. I did that over the course of about 3 months, where you can do it pretty easy. I set a date, at the first of the month, you say, okay, I'm gonna go pescatarian. The next start of the month, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go vegetarian. And then the third, vegan. You're at home, you're here with the rest of us now. So what would you say for your method was, how you did it?
Well, picking and choosing your methods is very important because you go from, I want to do that, to actually hold yourself accountable and making the steps to do it. What I did was I went pescatarian. I cut out chicken, beef, and stuff like that. And then I was just, eating mostly fish, and I was still eating dairy and everything like that. But then I went from pescatarian straight to completely plant-based.
Yes, you didn't have a vegetarian stage.
I didn't have a vegetarian stage, but I didn't really need it because I don't really eat dairy that much anyway. But the pescatarian, while I was pescatarian, I kind of tried to cut back on, the dairy that I did eat. So I was able to just go right into plant-based veganism.
Nice.
Plant-based.
Nice. So, step number 2, those. I would say join groups. As far as the groups, I mean, like, go to Facebook, log into Facebook, go to the group section, and just type in vegan. I would suggest typing in your local area. So say, for instance, me, I live in Baltimore, Maryland, or not far from it. I typed in Baltimore vegan. So that's like one of the best things that I would suggest doing is typing in, your local area and vegan, and then see what pops up and join those groups.
What
because
is that then?
Oh, make it chill.
Stop.
Sorry. So right back into it. So join those groups, because those groups would be very important for you to join. I'm just trying to tell you, it's like to see a whole bunch of people in your local area, see them what they're eating, because a lot of times they'll post pictures of vegan restaurants or vegan friendly restaurants where they're eating at, and I just think that's kind of important.
It's really important, and following stuff like that, like on Pinterest and all the social media outlets, and on YouTube, and just subscribing to people who are plant-based and who eat like that, and who do vlogs with or what they eat in a day and stuff like that, where they're vegan and they're eating like that and they're living that lifestyle, because it's subliminally putting it into your head.
Exactly.
And then you're gonna eventually start following those steps if you want to.
Exactly.
So the groups are really important.
Very important.
I find that they help a lot.
So, on to step 3. Alright, now in step 3, she gets on my nerves. Step 3 would be buying the food.
You kinda can't.
How can you be plant-based without buying the food? So, there's a lot of stuff that you're going to already be familiar with. You know what I'm saying? That foods that you grew up with your whole entire life. You got ramen noodles. Don't laugh at me, baby. Bush's baked beans, the vegetarian flavor.
What kind of the ramen noodles are they?
Oh, you have to get the Oriental flavor, and it must be the top ramen brand. The other brand is not plant-based. It even says vegetarian somewhere in the packaging.
So they changed this one. What is it? Nissan?
Yeah.
I don't know. So they changed it from Oriental to saying just soy sauce, and down at the bottom it says same Oriental flavor. So I didn't know. I'm looking for Oriental. I'm like, they don't have it, but soy sauce.
And it's many other stuff. Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, Peanut Chews. The
Did you
name.
say Oreos already?
Yes, she loves Oreos, by the way.
I don't.
I thought you did.
No, I'm over them. I did.
Oh, well, no
And
one
then that
told
was
you
like
to get
the
a
only
big box.
snack that I could eat. Wait, what are you talking about? You talking about peanut chews?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Not Oreos. Look at you.
My
Come
bad.
on, guys.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
the food.
And then also, you need to find brands of vegan or plant-based foods that you actually like. One brand that I chose that I like is Gardein. They make a phenomenal like chicken tenders, of course with no meat in it, and also their meatballs are very good. It's phenomenal. You can make meatball subs, spaghettis and meatballs. I mean, endless possibilities of stuff that you can make that will help you like curb those cravings. Because, like, to be honest, when you have cravings for a certain type of food, it's not always that you have that craving. You're like, oh, I want a pizza, or oh, I want this. So when you have something that kind of replaces that, that's boom, you get that and you're out of the way and you can get right back into whatever you want. But of course, you can do it in a plant-based way.
Yeah, And I don't eat like the substitute meat and substitute cheese and stuff like that. So what worked for me is when I transitioned was eating the stuff that I already ate that was already vegan that I didn't even really pay attention to, like rice, for example. I ate a lot of rice. I would eat it with my vegetables, and what I did is just substitute the butter for the vegan option that they have, or
Earth Balance.
The Earth Balance. They have a vegan option or whatever. Okay, so and it tastes just like this. It's all the same. It tastes just like the same thing, and I can't believe it's not butter. Also now has a vegan option. It tastes the same. So I would make my rice and then substitute that butter, and it would taste the same. And like he said, the noodles and spaghetti noodles, making pasta like that, and just putting a bunch of vegetables in it instead of the meat. So you can do some of the same things you always did without having to use a substitute meat if you don't want to go that route.
Right, exactly. So for number 4, I would say search recipes. What I mean by that is when you search recipes online, you can go to like Pinterest, you can go on YouTube, you can go anywhere and find different recipes.
Instagram.
Definitely on Instagram. You can find this stuff just about anywhere. Getting some recipes, you want to stick with some small recipe with low ingredients until you really start getting familiar with cooking different things, because it can get really difficult and overwhelming. You can say, man, screw this vegan stuff, it's too hard, or what have you. I just say search a different recipe. What do you think?
I think searching recipes are really important, because when you go from, all right, now I transition and I'm eating this simple stuff and I'm ready to have more vegan options, or I see that person made that and I want to try it, searching those recipes, going to the market, getting the stuff and just trying it out. Most of the stuff to make yourself happy is trial and error. You don't want to just be boring. Like one of my biggest issues was transitioning and going from being happy, knowing I can go get this burger and being super happy, to, oh man, what can I eat now? Or, oh, whatever, I won't be satisfied. So searching those recipes and getting them down packed, that's going to save your life. That's going to keep you happy and satisfied all the time.
Absolutely. And we're going to jump right into number 5. Number 5 will be try to have your family and friends join in with you. You know what I'm saying? Having them join in is a big thing, because you have a support system. Like, let's just face it, if you have no meat or dairy in your house, how can you eat it? People are really resourceful. We tend to only make what we have available. So you'll put some stuff together and you'll find out, oh man, this tastes really good together, and you just created like really good meals. You know what I'm saying? And it's all plant-based. It's just ridiculous. Like, my wife had an excellent opportunity to have me do the transition first, and then I'm like, hey babe, this is really easy, this is something you can do, like let me make your meals, let me help you out in the beginning phases, because I believe this is something that you can do.
Yeah, he made my meals for the first week. I'm just playing. No, it was supposed to be for a month. So he was supposed to make my meals for about a month while I transitioned, but whatever, the week helped me out a great deal. And I'm pretty simple, so when I would meal prep, it would be pretty easy. So but as far as incorporating your family and friends, we do barbecues, cookout, stuff like that, where we just put a bunch of vegetables on the grill and stuff like that, and we invite everybody over and they eat it and they like it, they enjoy it, and it's just a family friendly environment.
Absolutely.
Without being like, you need to change your life, you're gonna die of cancer. Just don't
just ease it on them.
Yeah, don't ease it on them. Let everybody be comfortable and let them see what you do. And then a lot of people who are actually like, you know what, I've been wanting to try that. Come on, next topic.
All right, the last and final one. Yes, I have a cheat sheet in case you guys want it. But guess what? There's no cheat days at all.
I'm just playing.
No cheat days. So look, this is the main thing about it. If you go plant-based and decide that this is something you want to do, I don't suggest that you have a freaking steak on Friday and then, this is my cheat day. No, if you're going to be plant-based, stay committed, stay dedicated. Your body will thank you. Everyone will thank you. Animals, everything will thank you.
Yeah. No, listen, the cheat days, though, it doesn't make sense. If you feel like, I'm going to be vegan, but I'll just have, a burger once every 2 weeks or once a month or something like that, then you're not plant-based. You know what I'm saying? You're not ready for that step yet. What you are is the person who wants to clean up their diet and have a burger every once in a while, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But the thing about changing your lifestyle is you want to transition from this to that, And then when you are at that final stage and you are plant-based or you are vegan, then that is what you are right there. Don't cheat yourself by going back into something else. You know, if you decide I don't want to be vegan anymore, I'm going to be this and I'm going to have that every once in a while, then own that. That is what you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. But don't cheat yourself.
Right, absolutely. You don't want to cheat yourself. I mean, one also thing that's not a step, what I tell people to do, just join in the Meatless Monday. Like, you're a full-time meat eater or what have you. Every Monday, make the dedication to say, hey, I'm not going to do any type of meat on Monday. Like, I'll just go completely clean on meat on Monday.
You transition, you transition however you feel is best for you. Nobody is judging you. The only thing about it is being plant-based and being vegan, that's something that you are. That is something that it's its own category, and that's what you are, period. And if you're eating meat, then you're not vegan. No, you know what I'm saying? And you can still have a mostly plant-based diet, sure. But that's what the reality is, you know, so you can't call yourself, like, I am not vegan. I don't eat meat or dairy or anything like that, but I am not, like, my husband is vegan. I'm not vegan. I just have a 100% plant-based diet. Everything that I eat is plant-based. When I cheat, it's with having too many Oreos or too many peanut chews or something like that, or maybe 4 slices of pizza with no cheese on it, you know, and that's my cheating, and I've made myself okay with that.
She refused to try something good. Cheese pizza.
I know what I like and I know what I'm not gonna like, and I'm not gonna try those things. You can live a perfectly happy plant-based lifestyle without having to substitute things.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
So yeah.
So I'm glad you guys made it to the end of this video.
Yeah. Sorry it was a little winded.
Remember, you know, top of the month, you remember the steps. If you got to review them, go back and read them. But the method is foolproof. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Cut it up. You can be plant-based by the end of this year, you know, going into next year. I say that make that your New Year's resolution. Sorry.
If you want to.
If you want to. If you clicked on this video, this is something you want to do.
Maybe
so they
not.
want to. Okay, well, look, January 2018, see you on the other side of veganism because you're going to join the team, right?
Guys, this is everything that we tried and some things that we witnessed other people try, and we really think that these things will absolutely work for you. So we really do hope that you try them and let us know.
Let us know.
And as you begin your journey, because we're still on ours, and we're going to let you guys know what's going on. You let us know what's going on. We're all here to support each other on this lifelong journey.
Absolutely.
Okay? All right.
All right, guys. You know what it is. Eat grass on ass.
Just be happy eating whatever it is that you eat.
As long as it's not animals.
Bye.